Have you ever owned something you wanted for so long, but the moment you got it, the joy disappeared? Why does success sometimes feel so empty? This story will show you what true wealth really means. Once upon a time, in a distant village, there lived a merchant named Marcus. He was known as the richest man for miles around. His house overflowed with gold coins. His chests held jewels and silk. His walls displayed treasures from every corner of the land. People bowed to him, they envied him, they whispered his name with respect. But Marcus felt nothing. Every morning he counted his gold. Every evening he locked his doors. He trusted no one. He smiled at no one. At night, he lay in his soft bed and stared at the ceiling. His heart felt like stone, cold, heavy, empty. He ignored this feeling. He told himself he needed more. One more treasure, one more deal, one more pile of gold. Then he would feel complete. Years passed this way. One afternoon, an old wanderer arrived at his door. The man wore simple clothes and carried a worn bag. His face was wrinkled, but his eyes were bright. He looked at Marcus and smiled gently. "I hear you are the richest man in the village," the wanderer said. Marcus straightened his back. "That is true. No one has more than I do." The old man nodded slowly. "I once knew a man who thought the same. He had mountains of gold, but he died alone, and no one remembered his name." Marcus frowned. "What do you want, old man?" "I want to show you something," the wanderer replied. "True wealth, the kind that never fades." Marcus laughed. "I have seen every treasure. There is nothing you can show me." The wanderer reached into his bag and pulled out a folded piece of old paper. "This is a map. It leads to endless riches, riches beyond anything in your house." Marcus leaned forward. His eyes grew wide. "Where did you get this?" "From a king who lost everything," the wanderer said, "but he found something greater. If you want to see it, you must trade me your finest jewel, and you must come with me on a journey." Marcus hesitated. His finest jewel was worth more than a house, but endless riches? His greed won. He brought the jewel, a ruby as large as a fist. The wanderer took it and handed him the map. "We leave at dawn," the old man said. The next morning they set out. Marcus brought a heavy bag of coins and complained within the first hour. The road was dusty. His feet hurt. He was not used to walking. "Why can't we hire a carriage?" he asked. "This journey must be made on foot," the wanderer replied calmly. They walked through forests. Marcus stumbled over roots. His fine shoes tore. His back ached. He wanted to turn back, but the thought of endless riches pushed him forward. On the third day, they reached a river. It was wide and fast. There was no bridge. "We must cross," the wanderer said. He rolled up his pants and stepped into the water. Marcus stared. "I will get wet. My bag will get heavy." "Then leave it," the wanderer said calmly. Marcus clutched his coins, but the old man was already halfway across. Marcus had no choice. He stepped into the cold water. It shocked his skin. It pulled at his legs. Halfway across, his bag slipped. Coins tumbled into the current and disappeared. He gasped, "My money!" "Keep walking," the wanderer called. Marcus reached the other side, soaked and shaking. He had lost half his coins. He felt angry. He felt cheated. But something else stirred inside him. Something small and strange. He felt alive. They continued. They passed through villages Marcus had never seen. In one village, a family invited them to share a meal. Marcus wanted to refuse, but the wanderer accepted. They sat on the ground and ate simple bread and soup. The family was poor. Their house had cracks in the walls, but they laughed. They told stories. The children played games. Marcus watched them. He could not remember the last time he had laughed. "You have so little," he said to the father. "How can you be so happy?" The man smiled. "We have each other. We have today. What else do we need?" Marcus had no answer. Days turned into weeks. They climbed hills. They slept under open sky. Marcus watched the sun set over valleys he had never seen. Colors filled the sky: orange, pink, purple. He stood silent, feeling something crack inside his chest. One evening, they sat by a fire. Marcus looked at his hands. They were rough now, dirty. His fine clothes were torn, but he did not feel poor. He felt something he could not name. "Old man," he said quietly, "I have traveled with you for weeks. When will we reach the riches?" The wanderer smiled. "Soon, my friend, very soon." The next morning, they arrived at a hidden cave in the mountains. The entrance was narrow and dark. The wanderer lit a lantern and led the way inside. The cave opened into a large chamber. Marcus expected to see gold, jewels, treasures piled high. Instead, he saw only one thing: a mirror. It stood in the center of the cave, tall and ancient. The frame was simple wood. Marcus stared. "This is it? A mirror?" "Look into it," the wanderer said gently. Marcus stepped forward. He looked at his reflection. What he saw made him freeze. The reflection was not him, or rather it was him, but not the him he knew. The reflection was cracked, faded. The eyes had no light. The mouth had forgotten how to smile. Marcus stumbled back. "What is this?" "This is who you were," the wanderer said. "A man who owned everything but had nothing. A man who locked his heart inside a vault." Marcus felt tears on his face. He had not cried in years. I thought I was rich." "You were rich in things," the wanderer said, "but things cannot fill a heart. They cannot give you joy. They cannot make you remember who you are." Marcus looked at the old man. "Why did you bring me here?" The wanderer's voice grew soft. "I once was a king. I ruled a great empire. I had palaces and armies. I had gold beyond counting. Then war came. I lost it all in one night. My family, my throne, my treasures. I wandered for years, broken and bitter." He paused. His eyes grew distant. "But slowly I began to see. I met people. I shared meals. I watched storms and sunsets. I helped a farmer plant seeds. I listened to a child sing. And I realized something." "What?" Marcus whispered. "Material things decay. Gold rusts. Jewels are stolen. Palaces crumble. But experiences, they stay with you forever. They live in your heart. They change who you are. They make you rich in ways gold never can." Marcus looked back at the mirror. The reflection was still faded, still broken. "Can I fix this?" he asked. "Yes," the wanderer said. "By choosing life, not things. By filling your heart with moments, not metal." Marcus turned to thank him, but the cave was empty. The wanderer was gone, vanished like smoke. Only the lantern remained, flickering on the ground. Marcus stood alone. He looked at the mirror one last time. Then he picked up the lantern and walked out of the cave. The journey home took weeks, but Marcus did not rush. The road led him through villages where voices and faces met him. A farmer once asked for help with a broken fence, and Marcus stayed. Children pulled him into their games, laughing in the open dust. When night came, he sat beside elders and listened to stories shaped by time. Each moment felt like a small treasure. Every experience added something to his chest that gold never could. When he finally reached his village, he went straight to his house and looked at his treasures. They seemed cold now, lifeless. He remembered the family who shared their soup, the sunset over the valley, and the feeling of cold river water on his skin. He knew what he had to do. Marcus sold his treasures, not all at once, but slowly. He kept only what he needed. With the rest, he traveled. Deserts and mountains opened before him, and seas carried him to distant shores. New languages shaped his tongue. Strangers became friends. He felt sunburn and rain. He tasted foods he could not name. He danced at festivals and cried at funerals. He laughed until his stomach hurt. Years passed. His hair turned gray and face grew lined. But his eyes were bright, alive, full of stories. One day, an old woman asked him, "Are you rich?" Marcus smiled. "I have nothing in my pockets, but I am the richest man alive." She looked confused. "How?" "Because I have lived," he said simply. "I have seen, I have felt, I have been changed by the world. That is wealth that never fades." Sometimes we are like Marcus. We chase things. We fill our homes but feel empty inside. We count what we own but forget to count what we have lived. True richness does not come from what you hold in your hands. It comes from what you hold in your heart. Experiences expand you. They teach you. They shape your character. They give you stories and wisdom. They make you feel alive. Material things bring comfort, but they cannot bring growth. They cannot bring transformation. A new car is just metal, but a road trip with friends becomes a memory that lives forever. Things weigh you down. Experiences lift you up. So ask yourself, what am I seeking? Am I chasing possessions or experiences? Am I building a vault or building a life? The choice is yours, but remember, you grow rich when you seek new experiences, not material things. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more wisdom and go out into the world. Live, seek, grow. That is how you become truly wealthy.